What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. And this is a wild bantha chase. All right, this is the same old story that we have heard a billion times. Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy, when she eventually leaves 10 years from now or whatever it's going to be, Darth Filonius, Dave Filoni will be the one in charge, and Kathy will still be in her crypt right there, overseeing all the things. So I'm covering this story just because it is a story, but I think we all know that this amounts to tantamount to nothing. So it all comes from this Hollywood Reporter expose about inside Hollywood's secession wars and basically who's going to take over for Bob Iger, who's going to get Bobby's job when he leaves, even though he won't really leave because he'll go off and he'll stay in the crypt like this because they never leave. They just keep staying the same and they never retire or give up their power or their money. So the rumor from and I went to go do, but this is a Hollywood insider as opposed to those Reddit insiders. Lucasfilm to replace Kathleen Kennedy with Dave Filoni and Carrie Beck. This comes out of that Hollywood Reporter interview where the studio insiders are saying that Lucasfilm is likely to promote from within, with Dave Filoni and Carrie Beck expected to succeed Kathleen Kennedy in a shared leadership role. The move would mark the end of Kennedy's tenuous decade-plus tenure atop the Star Wars franchise, as Disney looks to course correct after years of inconsistent results. I mean, think about what they've done. They did 3 sequel Star Wars movies that most people don't consider Star Wars movies. They alienated every single legacy character, including and up to having Leia be a loser politically, where she has to go make another rebel alliance, Han being a loser, being killed by his son, and Luke being a loser, having failed to restart the Jedi Order, blah, 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 Rey Palpatine, all the things, and they never had Han, Luke, and Leia together in a scene. And then all the other things, of course, the Han Solo movie, Ahsoka, Acolyte, all the things. They've done really nothing for 10 years. And so Andor is the only critical acclaim they can really call, and that's Tony Gilroy, not Kathy. Even though Gilroy does give her all the credit. So despite ongoing speculation about external candidates like former 20th Century Fox executive Emma Watts, the report says that the current thinking inside Lucasfilm is that Filoni and Beck will take co-head roles. The idea, according to the insiders cited by Hollywood Reporter, is to pass the reins to longtime veterans familiar with the franchise's DNA rather than bring in an outside voice. Because why would you want outside voices? Because clearly the voices in that story group, you've been doing so well. Why would you change anything? Everyone knows who Dave is, unfortunately. And you're probably asking, who the hell is Carrie Beck? Carrie Beck, currently the executive VP of live action development and production, has also been involved in nearly every major Star Wars project over the past decade. So her production credits include Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and the Emmy-nominated Clone Wars finale. She also played a key role in the development of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disney parks. But here's the fun part where it says, while both Filoni and Beck are trusted internally, neither has extensive experience in producing feature films, a gap that may be mitigated by Kennedy. She's never leaving, remaining on as a producer for select projects, all the projects, during a transitional period that will never end. All right. Just that transition period is going to be like 10 years. According to THR, this would allow for quality control in the short term, because of course quality control has always been at the height of what Lucasfilm has been doing. It's not, it's anything but since George left and let it take over. This of course all comes out of the wake of that Matthew Baloney at Puck, who, after a billion other times it's been reported, says, after years of speculation and polite urging from observers like me, Kathleen Kennedy has informed Disney, as well as friends and associates, that she will exit as Lucasfilm president by the end of the year, per 3 sources. And all 3 sources were lying pieces of shit. Sorry, they heard wrong. They dude. That just wasn't true. I said it at the time. I'm saying it now, and I'll say it the next time something dumb comes out of Puck. I don't know how they have legitimacy, but there you go. Everyone went with it for some reason. To me, this whole acknowledging that Dave Filoni will just get it because they're promoting from the inside, that is a no shit Sherlock. We knew that was going to happen. And the whole, he's already had essentially creative controls the creative director for years. Nothing will change. Kathy will still be there because she's never leaving. And that was essentially what all of this was, is her saying that I'm never leaving. This is me just talking to Lucasfilm about in the future, but we'll announce it months. We'll announce it. Not it'll get leaked from fucking Puck magazine, but we will announce it months to years ahead of time. But other than that, there's no chaos. Everything's fine. How are you? Yeah. She's not leaving. She's making all the cope for it. Everything's just great. That's all. Sorry, I'm saving you of having to read verbatim all of her responses. Here, I will read this. When asked if she was pushed out, this was back when that Puck thing, when she was replying to that, she goes, "It's absolutely not the case. It cannot be further from the truth. And everything that we do inside of Lucasfilm is in lockstep and in communication with Disney. We all know what's going on. The communication has been completely collaborative, as you would expect. This is a big piece of business for them, and they want to empower me to help them make that decision and that choice, and I'm doing that." So she's never leaving. We'll talk about it once Bob Iger leaves, and maybe if that somehow, even though it's looking like his, the person they're picking here, the heir apparent, yeah, not Dana Walden. Let's put it that way. Kathy isn't going anywhere. All right. If you take away nothing from this, it's that Kathy isn't going anywhere, and Dave is going to have the same amount of power that he's had, because he's essentially over there. He's in control. He's the creative director. So yeah, nothing's going to change. And so if you like what's going on at Disney Plus, hey, don't worry, nothing's going to change. And if you think everything over there is absolute shite,
yes.
well, don't worry, nothing's going to change.
He vatored.
Anyway, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.